So what makes this relationship unique at the moment, and what has grabbed everybody's attention, is that you, Trystan, are 35 weeks pregnant. I have to say, you look fantastic for 35 weeks pregnant. I think I was huge and wobbling by this point. You have a very neat bump. Can we see your bump?
Oh, sure. Yes, it is. It is nice and round and solid.
Oh.
I actually just had an ultrasound this morning, and they said that everything looks like you would imagine a happy, healthy pregnancy would look.
Well, because originally for the two of you, being parents wasn't something that was really on the cards, and it was your sister who had two children, wasn't it, Biff, that you both ended up being guardians to those children initially.
We were thrust into parenthood, raising Biff's niece and nephew and then adopting them as our own. And I really wanted to keep growing our family, and adopting more kids was not financially, I think, something we could do. We can definitely afford another child. I don't know if we could afford another adoption. And that legal process was very emotionally difficult for our family. And we thought, well, we actually have everything we need to grow our family on our own. I would have to stop taking testosterone, and that's what I did. I went and talked to a medical team and made sure that that was advisable. And we know that this seems unique to a lot of probably your viewers, but in our community, we actually know quite a few transgender men, so men who are like me, who have the ability to carry a child, who have done so and have done so very successfully. So again, while it is something that might be new to you, for us in our community, it's actually not that groundbreaking or unique. So, you know, the doctors said, absolutely, this is something you can do. There's no reason to believe you couldn't have a happy, healthy pregnancy. And it's been really wonderful so far.
Well, like so many couples, also, you did have to go through the heartbreak of miscarriage as well, didn't you?
That's right. You know, 1 in 4 pregnancies end in miscarriage. And that did happen to us the first time we conceived. And it was very early on, luckily. So it's not something that I think was as difficult as it would have been if we were at a later point and more invested. So it was rough, but we did make it.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. But I mean, thankfully, such wonderful news that you have now, which is an extension to the family, which would be brilliant. Because I know that Biff you took the kids to the zoo the other day. Apparently, had a brilliant time. So.
It was today that I was with them at the zoo. Although I suppose it was yesterday for you guys.
Yeah, that's right.
A sort of couple of fundamental questions, which I'll ask because I'm pretty sure our viewers will be asking. Biff, first of all, as a gay man, I mean, we know that Tris is a guy, and you see him as a guy, but anatomically still a female. Was that a barrier or something that you had to just assign in your head?
You know, I think the truth is, for all of us in relationships, when we meet somebody that we are attracted to, we are not attracted to every single part of them necessarily. And so it's totally possible for example, for me to really enjoy hairy chests and then to be with somebody that does not have a hairy chest. And I think that's sort of how I saw it, where that wasn't a negative thing. And there was so much else about him that I loved and was attracted to. And so that's kind of how I saw it and dealt with it.
Tris, the question for you is that we've met so many transgender people here in the studio with fascinating stories, but almost all of them have said, certainly when they were younger, they wanted to reject whichever gender they happened to have been born into and knew the one that they were supposed to be. And so for you to be pregnant is embracing the gender, so what your female part of you could do.
Yeah, that's right. And I think I definitely went through probably a decade in my life where I was in that place where I wanted to absolutely reject anything associated with femininity or womanhood. And I think I've just sort of moved into a different place in my life where, I think there are a lot of gay couples that would love to be able to have their own biological child without a lot of intervention and assistance from other people. I think, quite frankly, there are a lot of men who would love to be able to carry a child. So for me, I kind of started to see it as a really amazing gift that I've been given, that I am a man. I get to live as a man, which is how I feel I am. And I also get to be able to do this really amazing thing that a lot of people would love to do. And that happens to be to carry a child. So I know it's not how most babies are carried, and I know it's not how most men are, but I just invite people to start to expand a little bit their ideas of what it could mean to be a man, what it could mean to be a father, and to know that it's something we take very, very seriously. Parenting is the core part of our lives.